Hello, everyone. We are back for
Hi.
all of our little bite-sized pieces of information to you. We're calling the 7 pillars of a successful tutoring business.
Ugh,
And here I am with Jill, the lovely Jill.
hey guys.
And can you believe we're on number 7? And if
Mhm.
you have not watched the other 6 pillar videos, oh my goodness, you have missed out. You need to
Oh
get
no,
on
I need
that.
my other hand. 6.
So we're talking about systems. I
Mm. Emily and I love
love
that word,
systems.
but
Yes,
I wonder what other people think of when they hear that. Like, does it make them go, like it does for us? Because we like it.
are freeing.
They are, you guys.
Yes,
Ugh.
they
And
have.
Emily is the queen of systems, you guys.
Yeah,
She
you got to
is
put
good.
those systems in place so that you can run your business smoothly. But
Mhm.
also, systems are so deeply connected to back to pillar number 1, folks, when we were talking about lifestyle.
Mhm.
The connection between the two is so powerful. Back in pillar number 1, we were talking about imagining the lifestyle that you wanted.
Mhm.
Well, when you put helpful systems in place for your business that may automate a few things so you don't really have to think about them all the time, be stressed out over
Yes.
them, then
Yes,
you
yes,
get to have those lifestyle goals. Jill, how
yes.
beautiful does that sound?
I
It's
mean,
a
I'm like
beautiful
right
thing.
there going, oh, I want that for my life. And then I go, oh, wait a minute, I do. I
Oh,
have that. Yay.
yeah.
I mean, that's something we want to keep coming back to. You guys, systems, they take some time in the beginning to set up,
Yeah.
but man, do they pay dividends down the road.
Oh, for sure. I mean,
Uh,
listen, I may not have like the whole laundry thing figured out in my house, but man, in my business world, I got some systems in place.
I love it.
Okay.
You have 4 kids. I don't think the laundry system is ever
No,
going to be what you
no,
want it to be,
no,
right?
that's perpetual. That's never going away. But
Yes, exactly.
okay, so we know you want that lifestyle. You have those
Mhm.
goals in place. You're thinking back to pillar number 1. Time is money, right?
Yes. And that
I
is
love
something
that.
as teachers that you don't think of because
No,
teachers will just work until they work until they work, right?
and until they drop.
Yeah,
We do.
exactly.
We do that.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. And I have a big problem. I am one of these people that likes to do all the things.
She does like to do all
Now,
the things.
yeah. So, but I can't do all the things. I know I can't.
Hmm.
But I also, if I want to do a lot of things, I have to have systems in place,
Hmm.
or else things are just balls are dropping all over the place. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Right.
So,
So systems help you to set up your life so
mhm,
that you can enjoy your life more,
exactly.
right? Because you're not
Lifestyle.
yeah, you're not chasing your tail all the time. We talk about it like as a teacher, I never could not feel like I was on a hamster wheel. Like
Ah,
it felt like people kept piling more and more and more things on me, and I would think I had one thing set really well, and then other
yeah,
people would change how it was done or things like that. And so as a business owner, you get to decide how things are done in your business, and
right.
you can set up systems that can be replicated and just
Yes.
start moving, and then you don't have to think about them as much anymore.
Yeah.
So so we just, I mean, you can set up a system for anything in your business. System, I can't say the word. Say the word, Emily.
Systematize.
When you systematize
Oh, you got it.
parts of your business, you no longer have to think about them so much and spend time on them.
Right.
So, one of the places we want you to look at is looking at your week and looking at your
Yeah.
schedule, right? And so, setting
Mhm.
up your week for success. So
Yeah.
you know what you're going to have to do every single week.
Oh, yeah.
You're the teacher, you're the business owner, right? And so setting aside time in your schedule to do things and knowing that, okay, every Wednesday morning I have it set aside to take care of these tasks,
Right.
right? And so
Mhm.
setting up your schedule, even your tutoring schedule, like as far as when you see students, for
Right.
times that work for you. And if you go into this from this place of keeping that lifestyle in your mind as well, you get to set up systems that support your life
Right.
rather than running your life to support your business. Like
Oh
it's just,
yeah.
that's not the direction you want to go, right?
Yeah. That becomes a real source of stress when you get into that mindset for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
So setting up your week, what are some other things that we can think about setting up on systems? I could do a big
So
word.
so there are certain tasks that have to be done as a business owner, as you know.
Mhm.
But what we do in TSA is help you break those down. What are the daily things that have to get done? What are
Mhm.
the weekly? What are the monthly? Like maybe just once a month you need to deal with invoicing or any kind of billing or financial piece.
Mhm.
But there are other aspects like dealing with social media.
Mhm.
And hey, maybe you're not on Facebook every single day or want to be on Facebook every single day, but you know you have
Right.
to consistently post.
Mhm.
So maybe there's a system you can put in place where you are scheduling
Mhm.
things.
Yep.
And scheduling is a really, really helpful tool when you're marketing in the online world, right? But schedule
Absolutely.
for other things. But that's just one thing.
Yeah, I love that. And so, like, speaking of social media, because again, we're talking about whether it's your website, whether it's sending out emails to parents, whether it's um, doing, Facebook posts, Instagram, whatever it is that you're doing to get the word out there
Networking,
about what you're
whatever.
doing,
Yeah.
any of those things, right?
Yeah.
By like, you're going to figure out what works for you. What works for Emily does not work. Emily is so much, her consistency game is on me. I'm a little late to that party. I will always be a procrastinator, and that's okay. So, for me, it helps for me to batch things when I can
Right.
and do a couple of the things that I don't want to
Yeah.
do it all at once, but have enough to like last me for a while. And so what that could mean is that, so for social media, things like that. And again, I'm not always on my game, but when I am, I go ahead and do posts for like a week in
Yeah.
advance to try to get things ready. Or like right now, we're doing this video training series and we're planning it out ahead of time so that we can just
Yeah.
kind of roll it out on autopilot in like a week or
Right.
two, right?
Right.
Um,
Absolutely.
but even things like tutors, or I'm sorry, when families reach out to me, right? I had created this sheet that says whenever parents reach out to me, these are the steps that I take. So as soon as that email comes in, because I have families email me, I don't share my phone number. I have how I respond, what I send to them at that time, what's the step that we set up for making a phone call. Then,
Mhm.
I send them a welcome guide to let them know what they need to know before we talk. We talk on the phone and then we set up like our assessment session.
And
So
that's a
I don't,
system.
yeah, that's a system. It means I don't have to think about it anymore.
Right.
And not only that, like on my desk is literally just like I get ready, I pull out an empty one. I have a used one in front of it now, but
Yeah.
I pull it out, call, and I'm ready to go. I
There
don't
you go.
have to scramble and gather things. I'm just ready to talk to a new parent. That
Yeah.
is a system you can put into place. Um,
So helpful. Oh,
yes, because again, that takes me 3 seconds to pull one out
yeah.
and get out my phone.
Yeah.
Whereas before I was, maybe trying to think, oh, remember, I
Exactly.
need to ask this and I need to do this. And I just created a system for it, which is
Yeah.
simply just means I don't have to like think about that anymore.
Right.
Another place that's really helped me. So Emily, is the queen of like all the social media and the blog posts and the emails and all that stuff, right? Online that I'm striving to be better and I'm getting better for sure, but I
Oh
definitely can't
yeah.
say I've got
He
that on
is.
lockdown.
Yeah.
But the invoicing, the cash flow, I've
Yeah.
set up things to be on autopilot so that again, every single month. So in the early days, like one Saturday a month, like for half a Saturday, I would get out my planner, I would get out my computer, I'd get out my calculator, and I would be plotting the dates that kids would be coming in the upcoming month, giving them their total, updating the invoice, sending the invoice, like collecting the money, recording the money, following up on payments that hadn't gotten made. And so I was like, yeah, I don't want to be doing all that anymore. So,
So
right. I was like, so I moved to a different model that I use for doing payments. And
yeah.
now every parents know exactly how much they're paying every month. I set it once for the year and I'm done. The
Mm-hmm.
payments are automatically, they just come into my bank account once a month.
There
I
you go.
don't have to think about it. I'm not chasing down payments. And
Yeah.
so that's another place that I just set up a system to make something that I know is going to happen every single month. We know that payments are going to happen every single month, invoicing,
Right.
things like that. So I wanted to set up a system to
Yeah,
make that easier.
that's great. Yeah, there are
Yeah.
so many different types of systems out there, whether it just be a protocol that you follow,
Mhm.
like Jill had just shown you, or something much larger where you have to batch a whole bunch of tasks all at once in one day, but that
Mhm.
will be time saving over the long term.
Right. Because then you're
So,
not doing this. There's this idea called context switching. And what that
yep.
means is when you go from one task to another, you lose time because you have to
Oh,
go
that's
from,
tough for me. I think as I
yeah,
get older, even as I get older,
yes.
that's hard.
I have a very hard
Yeah,
time going
yeah.
from like lesson planning
Mhm.
to like money matters
Yeah,
to marketing. For me, I have to go, okay, at this chunk of time, I'm only focused on some marketing efforts.
right. And guys,
This,
like multitasking really is not all that's cracked up to be. And you know what? Yeah, moms, we can all multitask out there, but you know
uh-huh,
what? Like when it comes to your business and you have to really sit and focus on a particular task, multitasking is not where it's at. It's
right.
really that focused attention on one thing at a time that
Yeah.
you're just be so much more productive.
Right. And teachers also, teachers and parents,
Yeah,
we can multitask because
we can.
that's what makes us, that's actually one of the things that makes us great business owners is the
Yeah,
fact that we can juggle a lot of different responsibilities without
right.
somebody telling us to do our job, right? Like we know how to do that, but we're less effective. So see, if you can set up a system
Hmm.
to go ahead and like really laser focus on how that stuff gets done,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
again frees up more of your time to enjoy your life
right.
beyond your job, which is a really hard thing for us educators to do,
Back
right?
to the
We
lifestyle,
back to
Rachel.
the
Pillar number
lifestyle.
1.
Absolutely. So
All
putting things on
right.
autopilot, it gets you there, you guys.
Mhm.
So
Okay, so
thank
Jill, have
you.
we wrapped up pillar number 7? I mean, have we really gone through the 7 pillars?
We have you guys. And so we want you through this little mini series of training just
Yep.
to take these little nuggets and see what can you get from them? What can you see in your own business and what are some things that maybe could be improved to
Yep.
help you to have the strongest business that you can have or to envision the business that you want to have
Yes.
because you
Yes.
deserve it. You deserve a business
Yes.
that lights you up, that gives you the income that you want, that helps you make the impact that you want to have, and that helps you live the lifestyle that feels like good for you and good for what you're putting out in the world. And
Mhm.
these 7 pillars will help you get a business that does that for you. So
Yes. Love it. Love
that's what we
it.
want.
Okay.
Yep. Thanks
Thank
for
you
joining us,
so
you
much
guys.
for joining us. And
Yes.
we'll see you soon.
Yep. See you later. See you in the TSA page. Bye,
Bye.
guys.